This video is brought to you by Shortform. For those who are unfamiliar, Shortform is a book summary app that I've been using for quite a while now, but it offers so much more than just book summaries. It's my personal favorite way of discovering new meaningful content and rediscovering old material in a new light. Everything from self-improvement, finance, and my current personal favorite, history, is offered here on Shortform. Ironically enough, I've actually never read Minimalism by Joshua Fields Millburn and Ryan Nicodemus. I've heard a lot of their points in videos over the years, so Shortform is offering me a great way to go over the points I may have missed, as well as refresh the ones that I remember. I'm able to interact with content by highlighting them and saving them for later, as well as even changing the font size. One highlight from Minimalism that really stood out to me is this one here. Once I finish reading this, finding something new will be easy because Shortform is publishing new book guides and articles every single week. Subscribers get to vote on what content is covered next, so you'll always have a say in what's being offered. The next 300 people to visit shortform.com/Nicholas will receive 5 days of unlimited access and a 20% discount on an annual subscription. Thank you, Shortform, for making this video possible. As I continue exploring these philosophies that are new to me, I keep finding more and more reasons why they're so popular. There are quite a few reasons how Stoicism is teaching me to live a more content life, but there are 3 reasons in particular that really stood out to me, and I wanted to share those today in a video. And I think it's because they directly relate to things about myself that I want to work on. First, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism and things of that nature. So if that sounds good to you and you end up liking the video, be sure to like and consider subscribing. Let's get started. And the first point here is eliminating expectations. I think the root of a lot of unhappiness and disappointment I've experienced was the existence of many expectations. Expectations I had for myself and expectations I unfairly set for others. And I don't think I'm alone here. I used to create an ideal scenario of how I wanted an event to play out, or maybe how I wanted someone to react to something. And that's really just not fair, and that's not the type of person I want to be or be around. It's such a simple idea, but amazing how quickly it's already impacted my contentment with things. And I can see how eliminating expectations can easily be seen as a negative thing, and it makes sense. But I think it's just a matter of balance. Too much expectation may lead to a letdown if things go another way, while having little or no expectations at all is almost like not having a goal or visualizing something you want. I still create some expectations, but never for anyone else. And it's always only things in my control, and my happiness never completely depends on it. The second point here is stopping this sense of entitlement. And embarrassingly enough, I've dealt with this quite a lot. Feeling like I'm entitled to some form of success or respect because I've been doing something for a long time and how good I think I am at it. And I think many of us feel like we deserve some sort of reward or recognition because of how hard we feel like we work at something. And the reality is that the universe doesn't owe us anything. Kind of off the subject, but not really. I've always sort of disliked the sayings that go something along the lines of, that's what parents are supposed to do, or that's what friends are supposed to do. I don't know who came up with this template for how people are supposed to be, but I can never bring myself to agree with it. I guess what I'm trying to say with this point is, I want to be able to continue doing what I'm doing and be okay with sometimes, or possibly often, not getting any recognition for it. And just be okay with that. I'm sure that there will be a ton of people more successful than me and only put in about half the work. And there's going to be people who will put in probably twice the amount of work as me and maybe not even get anywhere, at least in their own eyes. Ridding myself of this sense of entitlement is really helping me look at things in a more positive light. It's also making me a little more proud of whatever I get done, regardless of how it's received by others. And the last point here is slowing down. I notice that I tend to save the point I struggle the most with last on every list. Slowing down is just another way of saying relax, speaking for myself at least. For as long as I can remember, I've always been easily worried or stressed about things completely out of my control or that haven't even happened yet. I would always just create a worst case scenario in my head. In school, it was either about failing or what my peers thought of me. And in my adult life, it's typically about money or not having my version of success. I think a Stoic person would be a little less concerned about things that only exist in their imagination, and especially things out of their control. I've been conditioned for years, without even realizing it, to need the approval of people I barely even know or even care about, for that matter, through social media, for example. But still to this day, I struggle to just sit down for 30 seconds and not go for my phone or just some sort of information input. I want to be able to sit down for an extended period of time for 5 minutes and just not feel restless. Some of the key principles of Stoicism talk about slowing down and just taking in nature, for example. So I think that's exactly how I'm going to practice slowing down, by sitting outside for a short period every day and just taking in the air. Anyways, I hope you guys got some value out of this video, and I hope you continue along this journey with me, exploring Stoicism and other philosophies, because I have a good feeling about where this is going. If you did like this video and you do like this type of content, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.